Hello, beautiful Earth Angels. Happy Miracle Monday. Happy final days of the year of the snake. This is all just so perfect that we're going to keep finding the gems of the journey. It's going to, these next three, right? Day 4, day 5, day 6 this week are going to be a lot about the shedding because there's more to shed, right? So my name is Jill Kempner. I'm an angel coach and alchemist and author of Receiving from Your Angels. I meant to bring her here. 4 practices to heal your pain with angel love. And I'm delighted to be here with you. This is day 4 of Gems of the Journey. And I've been unpacking the time between my mom's diagnosis and death. Today, I'm really going to slow all of that down for a number of reasons. So the frequency of the alchemist that I'm bringing today is slow, simple, soft. And how when we start to run that program, when we start to embody that, when we start to devote to slow, simple, and soft, we will have the alchemy, the transformation, the healing that we need, that we want, that we need, that the world needs. So one of the messages I'm hearing from the angels right now is like, your healing matters. Your light matters. Your peace matters. This weekend I taught Angel Reiki, level 2, to a small group of people. I'm calling it an immersion. And it was magical, beautiful, powerful. Oh my gosh. And on Sunday, I was very reflective for multiple reasons. And I was thinking about the impact that I'm making in the world. Because after teaching, it's like, oh my God, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, right? This is my medicine. This is my message. This is my modality, and I just felt so grateful, so grateful, so peaceful, so aligned. And then I also was reflective on a few other things, and what came to me was like, I want world peace. I want to have peace, and I would love to usher in, to be an ambassador of peace. And I really think that's what that's sort of the higher mission, right? That feeds and nourishes and drives everything I say, everything I do, everything I'm showing up authentically to share. So my intention with these and all of my offerings is first to create a space of transformation, that you come one person and you leave transformed, come as you are, right? Leave later. And then to add value to your life by being visible, by being vulnerable. So these intentionally are not planned. Yes, of course, I'm thoughtful, I'm mindful, I'm reflective. But the whole point of these is just to show up and share what is coming through today. So, and the intention of the Gems of the Journey in particular was to share, a little piece of my story and a gem that I either have already received or that I'm intending to receive through my vulnerability, through my visibility. So I hope that aligns and makes sense. My ultimate goal is to add value to your life. So I want to say this, as this feels important. Thank you, angels, because this is something I thought of before, and then I was like, am I going to remember that? This isn't about trauma dumping. This isn't about watch me cry lives, and feel bad for me or any of that. This isn't about overloading you as an empath. Actually, I'm very conscious of how intense that part of my journey was. As you can see from day 2 and day 1 and 2, where I am like literally crying and shaking because it was so intense. And then I was guided, and I'm not judging myself or those transmissions, those needed to happen. But something the angels showed me was that that year was rich and deep and painful, and that I can take my time mining those gems. And it doesn't mean I'm afraid to cry. I'm not. But I'm going to be intentional about how empathic, sensitive, and openly vulnerable you and I are. And be mindful of that, respectful of that, aligned by activating the slow, simple, soft aspect of the alchemy formula. So if this is the first time you're connecting with me, first of all, I'm here to serve highly sensitive, highly intuitive souls who are ready to take what is heavy, leaden, painful, traumatic in your life and turn it into spiritual gold. And I am actively, mindfully, lovingly, and intentionally marketing my Angelic Alchemist membership by showing up and shining, showing up and sharing, showing up and hopefully bringing the alchemist energy. And so when I initially heard the download that I would be doing these, I thought I was going to be talking about past challenges and traumas that I had went through that I had already received a lot of gems from, and then doing like a little angel activation. But as it got closer to this, and you can see the shift, the growth, the healing from Gem 1 to Gem 4, if you're watching me, if you're following along, Gem 1 was intense because I realized that I needed to unpack the dash, the time between my mom's diagnosis and death, what I was labeling the worst year of my life, the most painful year of my life, a horrible year. And I realized how much of my medicine I was holding back, watering down, not allowing to come through because I was cringing. So I invite you to reflect on, where are you cringing in your journey right now? Where are you saying, I wish that never happened? I never want to think about that again. I never want to look back at that. That's where your angels are inviting you to find some gems to alchemize. And so if you want to do that with me, because gone are the days of the teachers on the pulpit, the high horse, or the summit saying, I figured it all out, follow me. Gone are those days. Now we are here, we're head to head. And it's not a race, and it's not a competition. There's no comparison, there's no competition. If you feel that, that's the ego, and that's okay. We'll heal that too, right? And maybe I'm 1 step ahead, right? Or 2 steps ahead, or even 3 steps ahead. But that doesn't mean better than. It means I've spent the time, right? Digging in the dirt to get the gems. And now I'm shining, right? This light for you to shine. So everything I do, everything I say, yes, it's for me to heal, but it's for you. So I invite you, the invitation this week in the final days of the year of the snake, in the final days of shedding, where are your angels highlighting? Where is your soul highlighting? Where you're still holding heaviness, holding pain, holding trauma. And then to give yourself permission, give yourself space to bring in that alchemy, to alchemize one layer of it. Hey, I'm all about miracles and epiphanies. Actually, we're going to be working with Uriel today. So Uriel and the clear quartz is going to bring in hopefully an epiphany for you. But what I'm inviting you into, yes, today, this week, but I'm inviting you to the alchemist. Why? Because that's going to be a safe, sacred, and sovereign space for you to unpack that gently, lovingly, slowly, simply, and softly in a sacred community. I mean, seriously, and I want to say this. this was a seed. The Angelic Alchemist membership was a seed that was planted in my heart by my soul well over a decade ago. I knew one day I would have a membership. And I didn't know when. I didn't even know what I was going to do. I mean, I knew it would be something with the angels. Something with relax, release. I didn't even know any of this. And it's just through my own inner work, my commitment to showing up vulnerably, courageously, intentionally, to be of service for you. I'm here for you. I'm here for me, and I'm here for you. So, we're going to bring in Uriel, but there was something else I wanted to say about that. Okay, yeah, thank you, angels. So, the angels gave me a message this year for my people that came through a client session. Came for the client. How is she going to get her intention, right? How is she going to get to her result? How is she going to get to a more healed place? And what came through was slow, simple, soft. And I was like, oh my God, I really love that. Slow, simple, soft equals for her, it was strength, soul strength. I was like, ooh. Then I realized, wait, that's a message for me. I need to slow down. I need to simplify. I need to soften. And my word of the year is simple, simplify, simplicity. And I was like, ooh, this really wait. And then the angels showed me something even more deeper. Hi, Lauren. And it wasn't necessarily deeper. It was like, oh, that's what you were trying to say. I heard you. And so the alchemy formula, how do we get from lead to gold? How do we get from that trauma, that thing that we're cringing about, right? For me, it was the dash. I was cringing. I still am, but it's so much better in a week. Holy cow, of intentionally doing this work. I mean, I can't believe how much lighter I feel. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe how heavy I was, right? How do we get from lead to gold? How do we get from heavy to light? There's literally a formula for you, and I'm going to teach you it. I'm teaching you it now. I'm teaching you it in my podcast. I'm teaching you it in the Angelic Alchemist membership. So, invitation plus intention plus R to the third equals alchemy. Well, guess what the angel showed me? Hi, Bea. Welcome. The angel showed me that an even simpler way to relax, release, and receive. And that's what I've been talking about this month in my podcast, and I'm going to keep talking about it in The Alchemist and all of that, was slow, simple, soft. So the slowing down is the relaxation. The simplifying is the release. And the softness is the receiving. Because yeah, we have to be tender, soft, and vulnerable to receive our next level of healing, to receive that download, to receive the grace that we not only need, but we deserve. As highly sensitive, highly intuitive souls, we need that grace. Space for grace. So when they showed me that slow, simple, and soft was the relax, release, receive process, I was like, oh my God, I was literally freaking out in the best possible way, because I'm like, oh, this is even an easier way to talk about it, right? Because I think relaxation, release, and receive have baggage around it, but people understand slow, simple, soft, slow, simple, soft. So my intention is to bring that to you this week. I hope I'm bringing it right now, just by being me. Slow, simple, soft. And anytime I get activated, I come back to it. And yes, do I have other things I do when I'm activated? For sure. That's part of what I'm going to teach you in the Alchemist membership. Right? What do you do? It's like, yeah, let me get the gems of that past wound, that where I'm cringing. How do I take it from the cringe to the creativity, right? How do we take it from the lead into the gold? Well, I just told you. Literally. Invitation, intention, art of the third equals alchemy. How do we get from the wound to the wisdom? It's through the relax, release, receive process. It's that simple. Okay? And there's a lot of layers. So we need help. We need support. That's what I do in my coaching, right? I invite my clients. I take them through. I lead them gently, slowly, lovingly, intentionally through the relax, release, receive process. So if you're ready to hire me one-on-one, you can set up a free consult. It's called the Angelic Pain Relief Consult. All that information's on my website. It's a compassion. You know what I've realized is it's a moment of relief. There's a moment of relief when you feel witnessed in what you've been holding for so freaking long through the eyes of love. It's a moment of relief. And my intention in that consult is to show you the roadmap to relief. Your customized, personalized, divinely aligned to you, meet you where you're at, roadmap to relief. So if you're interested in hiring me as your coach, look up that consult on my website, JillKempnerHealing.com. So let's do an activation with Uriel. I think I just said enough. There's always more, right? And so what I want to say is, thank you for witnessing this vulnerable journey of unpacking the dash. And right now, the gem for me now today was like realizing how much I've been holding myself back from looking at the light and the good of that time. How I've allowed the pain, the suffering, and the trauma and the stress that I experienced in that time to both be leading me and be suppressed within me, if that makes sense. So I feel like the gem for me is, first of all, I'm ready to look at it now and unpack it and alchemize it. And because now I have a more clear roadmap, right? The slow, simple, soft. And I can take my time because there is still a lot to share with you about it, right? I was looking for my notebook and remember all the chapters I wrote, I was like, oh, this is a story. And some of the stories are like really intense. And so I'm, again, mindful of how I share so that I, I'm not triggering you, right? Like, I don't want to trigger you. It may trigger you, and that's not my intention, but also to be so respectful of those, of you. And come with a little more light. So what was interesting was my ego said, wait till after you go to therapy because, after therapy, you're going to be more alchemized. But what my soul said, and thank God I listened to my soul, thank goodness. She said, go live this morning. You're already alchemized enough to bring in Uriel and the clear quartz, to bring in some illumination to where you're cringing. I was like, oh yeah. And then after therapy, take a walk. Give yourself space after you dig in the dirt, right? Practice slow, simple, soft. Don't go on here and say all the gems that you came through the therapy session. That'll be the next one. And I was like, oh my God. And the relief that I felt, I knew that was my soul. For me, I know it's my soul's message, my angel's message when I feel relief. So I give that to you. So let's bring in Uriel because Uriel wants you to have an epiphany. This is Miracle Monday. Okay, I want you to have a miracle. Those of you who are here, those of you who are watching live, those of you who are going to connect with this replay, I want you to have a miracle right now. So let's take some cleansing breaths. Closing your eyes if that's available for you, or just softening your gaze. I mean, if you have a candle lit, you could look at a candle flame as well. I like to close my eyes because when your physical eyes close, your inner eye opens, and that's when we can go into the inner world. When we go into the invisible. Just let yourself relax. Then we're going to activate the alchemy formula. So we're going to bring invitation. So let's invite your angels here. Invite your soul through your breath. Invite your guardian angels. Invite all of your guides and animals, allies, ancestors, archangels. I realized all of those start with an A, and I got really happy about that. And we're particularly, inviting Uriel. Archangel Uriel is the angel of illumination, of hope, of innocence, of joy, of the crown chakra. He also solar plexus. And I'm feeling this beautiful clear quartz. So the medicine of this is the clearest clear quartz I have. You can actually see through it and even see me. We have this medicine here for us. And as we invite them to our beautiful angels, Uriel, who is like the light of the sun. So the energy of sunlight, which actually we have today in the Chicagoland area. Thank you. Thank you for guiding, surrounding, directing, and protecting us for our absolute highest good and highest healing. And we always dedicate the healing that we received today to all our relations. Oh, thank you, angels. You are the keeper of your mind and body. And we welcome only those angels, guides, and earth angels that love you unconditionally. We do the dedication at the end. Thank you, angels. So now that the angels are here, they're surrounding you in this sunlight, sun disk. And the sun, the energy of the sun is pouring through the crown, just illuminating your gifts, the gems that you already have. So you already have so many gems. You already have so many gifts. You already have so much light inside of you. So the light is showing you where there's light. That's pouring in. Uriel here, just pouring in the sunlight. And it's warm and comfortable. It's like warm and nourishing, soothing, healing, illuminating. Loving angels, Uriel, what do I need to release today? What part of my story? What trauma, what pain, what am I still cringing about? If you're still cringing, you're still integrating. There's no judgment. It's just like, oh yeah, I'm still cringing there. There's more gems to be found. So I'm releasing pain. I was injured last week and I still have pain in my shoulder and my hip. And I'm receiving peace. The peace of my soul, the peace of spirit. Feel free to share it in the chat if you're here live, or share it when you watch the replay, please. I'd love to hear from you. What are you releasing? What are you receiving? So that's our intention. Then we're going to welcome the R to the third, right? Slow, simple, soft. Slow, simple, soft. So where can you relax physically, emotionally? I'm going to cough again. Where can you soften? Where can you slow down? So slow down the body. Maybe get still for a moment. Relaxing the face, the jaw, the throat, the shoulders, the belly, down through the hips, through the roots. Where can you slow down emotionally? Just create space. It's like, oh yeah, I have a really heavy part. I have a really sad part. I have a really stressed part. I have an angry part, whatever. Part is coming up for healing, right? My pain part. Just let the emotions calm. Know that your soul is here. Uriel is here. It's safe to feel, it's safe to heal. Where can we slow down the mind and just breathe? Not trying to fix or rescue or push. Not trying to analyze or figure it out. Just to be. Finding that the space between the thoughts where the miracles reside. Where can we slow down spiritually? And just like one of Uriel's medicines is this ability to align us with the frequency of our soul, our soul's love, our soul's light. Our soul is like the light of the sun. So he's bringing that to you now. And where can you surrender and receive grace? Where can you surrender and receive benevolence? Where can you surrender and receive trust? And then we simplify, right? We release, like what? Uriel stepping forward in front of you, and he has a beam of light at your crown chakra, of illumination and hope and innocence. And then he's got a beam of light from his crown from your crown to his crown, this beam of golden light, sunlight. And then from his solar plexus to your solar plexus, this beam of sunlight of joy and personal power. Joy and peace. Sorry, he's correcting me. It's joy and peace. So take that in. Receive this now. You deserve it. You need it. Take this infusion and we welcome whatever needs to release, whatever heaviness your body may twitch or shudder, whatever pain, good release. Your emotions may rise and fall. Whatever heaviness or trauma, whatever story needs to release around where you're cringing. For me, it was around my mom's drains. It's like I don't even want to talk about it, but we'll get there. So I'm releasing some layer of that pain, emotional pain I've been carrying. You may go into a deep state of stillness. It's all perfect. However you release, just trust. And then this ability to receive, to be soft, to be tender, to be open, to be vulnerable. I'm willing to receive. And as soon as I said that, Uriel comes with the clear quartz on the crown, clear quartz on the solar plexus. Crown, illumination, innocence, joy, hope. Solar plexus, joy and peace. So as you receive infusions of this, we welcome an epiphany. We welcome a miracle. We welcome a divine insight. Because maybe you know exactly what you're shedding in these final days of the year of the snake. What layer of the story, of the trauma, of the pain can you shed, right? We release to receive, we receive to release. They happen simultaneously. So feel the clarity of the clear quartz. It's bringing a deep peace, bringing hope, bringing light. And take that in. A couple more breaths of receiving. Okay. So, you did a great job. Feel your angels here bowing to you in this circle of light. And again, we dedicate the healing that you've received today to all our relations in all directions of time. Trust and know your angels are here bowing to you with love and devotion as we seal this inner journey, this Uriel activation with a namaste. Love it. Namaste, everyone. How beautiful was that? I feel so honored to be a channel of the angels. It's the best part of my day, is the best part of my journey, to be able to channel the love of the angels in this through the formula, to bring some alchemy. So I'd love to hear from you about epiphanies and miracles and divine downloads that are coming to you around what you're shedding in these final days of the snake. And if you're ready to join us for The Alchemist, just say yes. And my intention is that two things. One is that this is a holy nirvana yes for you. So I really am the first wave of the founding members. If you want to be in the first wave of the founding members, this has to be a holy nirvana yes for you. And why do I say that? Because that's my prayer. That people are like, holy cow, this is an answered prayer. This is exactly what I was looking for. Simple embodied teachings, a way to alchemize the pain, gently, lovingly, and relaxingly while I keep moving forward. And why am I doing this all alone? I'm so done with that, right? That is the martyr helper identity. We are sovereign. And part of sovereignty actually means support. So we think sovereign means, we're doing it alone. No, it doesn't. Sovereignty, true sovereignty, comes from, right? We're independent, we're aligned, comes from, well, I'm independent, I'm free, I'm aligned because the angels have my back. My soul has my back. The divine has my back. So I hope that resonates. I love you. I'll be sending these in my newsletter as I go. The Alchemist is here for you if it's aligned. And it's 12 monthly activations for $222. Yes, the entire year is $222. I did that intentionally on purpose, not because I'm lowering the value of what this is because I want it to be an easy yes. And I want a lot of people to say yes, right? I want those who I'm here to serve, right? Those who are ready to awaken the inner alchemist and to turn what's leaden in their life into spiritual gold. So if you want to join me, I'd love that. I'll see you next time. Have a beautiful day. Can't wait to hear about the miracles for you. Lots of love. Bye.